Me, yeah, I leave it there. We obviously get called, as you can imagine, the police get called all the time, different whether it's a pub or whether it's a shop. We just have to try and engage with people.
Of course, yeah.
You know, to say,
yeah.
are you open? Do you know what the rules are at the minute with lockdown and things like that?
Well, first of all, no, I don't, because I don't watch the news or anything like that. I've had no notification of anybody, so...
Okay, have you had council or trained standards come and see you at all?
No, the lady phoned me last week and she talked about whether we had a risk assessment in place, which we always have to have anyway by law.
Appreciate that,
said that the HSE, Health and Safety Executive, had been trying to call me and because they couldn't get through would be sending her in to ask some COVID questions, which I said, okay, can you give me a hint as what these COVID questions are?
Yeah.
And she said, well, it'll probably be me that comes anyway. We'll just have to sort of try and sort out when I can see you. And I just explained that I'm busy all the time and sort of like have to catch me when you can sort of thing when I'm free. So that was it basically. I'm not sure if she popped her head in the door yesterday. I couldn't tell because she had a mask on, but she just said, oh, I'll pop back, whoever that was.
Okay.
So it might have been her, I don't know.
Okay. Because basically, obviously we had the first lockdown, we're now into the second lockdown, which states that it's only essential shops and businesses are allowed to be open, and I presume your class as a tattoo parlour, studio, you are not supposed to be open.
Well, I mean that's a matter of...
We have to go... Yes, I appreciate what you're saying. Position. We have to obviously go by what the government's saying and what the laws are at the moment.
I understand that. I mean, before you say any more, do you mind if I just read this to you?
You go ahead, you read it, that's fine.
I must caution you at this point from my position.
Yeah, that's fine.
That I stand under Article 61 of Magna Carta 1215, which was invoked in March 2001 according to constitutional protocols. Any attempt to enforce unlawful acts, statutes or legislative laws on myself will be taken as an act of high treason, for which you will stand trial before a jury of the people for the crime that still carries the death penalty. I urge you to consider Nuremberg. I was just doing my job as no defence as evidenced at those trials. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Anything you say now or any action taken by you against myself will be used before the jury. And to deny constitutional law is sedition at common law and carries penalties of full asset stripping and life in prison. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I completely understand it. Okay. If you can just completely understand as well, I'm just a normal human being and I'm doing my job and I've been asked to come and just engage with yourselves to see if you are open and
I appreciate
what you know understand as the restrictions are at this current time.
I don't understand the restrictions, no.
Okay.
There's a grey area, as you said when you first came in.
There is a very grey area.
There's no statistics to back up any pandemic. There's no facts. There's no science, and I'm just sort of exercising my right to earn a living here.
Yeah,
I'm not committing any crimes.
I completely
and I'm not breaking any
appreciate
laws.
that you are trying to earn a living, and I completely get that, and I sympathise with everybody who has had to shut or aren't allowed to open at this current time. I'm just here to try and engage with you to say at this current time in lockdown, yourself shouldn't be trading. That's all I'm doing. I'm just engaging with you. Whether you decide to take on board what I've said is entirely up to yourself.
But I don't consent to closing because I'm not committing any crimes and I'm not breaking any laws. So I don't consent to that.
That's
so
fine.
As long as you understand me.
But just bear in mind that everybody in the country is in the same boat at the moment, in the same situation.
I appreciate that, but a lot of
lockdown.
people don't understand what the actual law is. The proper law of the land is Article 61 since it was invoked, as I say, in March 2001. If you guys don't know that, I would suggest you look it up before you carry on with this particular stance. It puts yourselves personally at risk. It's not the corporation, it's not the force, it's yourselves individually, and that's how the law works. I've done it. They closed me down for 4 months before, and I spent a lot of time studying.
Who was that? Was that
Well, I say no. In fact, nobody closed me down. It was just rumours that closed me down.
Right.
I'd done what everyone else done and closed the shop for 4 months. But no one actually ever
Was
asked
that
me
in the
to
first
close.
period of lockdown?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I spent a lot of time researching this and studying this, and I understand where we all stand in this. And I stand under Article 61 because that's actually the rightful law of the land and has been for a long time.
Okay. Appreciate that. And it's not us who shut you down anyway.
Of course,
You know,
yes, I
we just
get
come
that.
in to try and chat to you and engage with you and things. It's not police who go around enforcing businesses to
I'm
shut.
aware, I
You
am
know,
aware.
it isn't us. It's us, unfortunately, who the members of public ring, who then we have to go out.
Do the
to-
dirty work.
We have to do the dirty work for
Usually,
everybody else,
yeah,
unfortunately.
of course, no,
And that's
totally
why
get that.
within Suffolk at the minute, our bosses are saying we're not. I don't know whether we've fined anybody actually, but we're not finding anybody. We're out here to engage and explain and have a conversation with people about it.
Can
You
I
know.
bring your attention to the fact that I did put your chief constable on notice back in June of this year?
Right?
So he is fully aware, Steve
Okay.
Jarp is fully aware
Okay.
of my standing, my lawful standing under Article 61, and he shouldn't have sent you guys, because this puts you in a very
He wouldn't have
compromising
known, to be
path.
fair, because
He should have told you about
he's
that
a-
then. It was his
there's
lawful duty
right,
to tell you.
there's nothing on our system, so of course a job comes in. He's not necessarily sitting there. If you can appreciate how
That's a
many
crime in itself.
how many
yeah.
incidents come into Suffolk Police on an hourly basis,
I
he would
appreciate
not
that,
know.
but like I say, that is a crime on his part. His duty to you guys was to let you know because of what the compromising position he's
Yeah.
putting you in today.
Okay.
When I put him on notice in June, that notice is to agent, and that notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent.
Okay.
So really, he should have told all of you guys under him what my lawful standing was, and actually what the law is, because I've actually told him exactly what he needed to know.
Okay.
And he should have let you all know, and it's only fair to you guys.
Yeah, no, appreciate
So
that,
I'd
and I have
question
not
that if I
had.
was you.
Yeah, we've not had anything. So I will feed that back up the chain. As I said, we're just here to engage today.
I
It's
appreciate
not
that.
ourselves
Thank
who,
you very much.
you know, come in and shut your doors or anything, because that's not what the police do.
No, of course. I
It's
mean,
not-
I'd
it's
prefer
not
you
us,
come
so-
in and have a cup of tea with us
Yeah.
rather than this situation.
Yeah,
you
no,
know, we
it's
all
fine,
would.
but-
So,
Lovely. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank
and
you very much.
have a good day.
Yeah.
you too.
Brilliant.
Take
Thank
care.
you very much. Bye bye.